chatting before we came on live with Anne-Marie about what I'm working on behind the scenes, and we're both getting really excited about it. So, this is why I'm reintroducing all my lovely experts with lives into the group to remind everyone who has already met Anne-Marie, remind you what it is she does and how she can help. And also to all the new members since I've been live with Anne-Marie to let you know what she does, how she can help you, and why she does what she does. So without further ado, Anne-Marie, I'll pass it over to you.
Oh, thanks, Joe. It's great to be here. I love being part of this community, as you know. So yeah, I'm Anne-Marie, and I'm all about gently supporting women in midlife who are struggling and navigating with anxiety, emotional overwhelm, or burnout. I think I didn't realize until I went through it how the mental impact of the menopause was. I knew about the physical stuff, but I didn't understand the kind of the emotional and the mental impact. Um, and so having been through it now, I'm postmenopausal now. So having kind of been through this phase, I can completely understand how it feels because also it's not just those things, isn't it? It's quite often linked with other life-changing things. So children growing up, and again, I've experienced that, all of a sudden my role has changed in the house, and that there's other life changes that come along with it, and they can have a real impact when there's all the physical stuff and everything going on as well. And so I'm all about helping to create kind of calmness for women, bit of clarity to understand what's going on, and to know as well that it's okay and it's quite normal. Because again, I think, and it's great, like communities like yours, Joe, this is why I love it, because more women are talking about these things, and we absolutely should, because when we're going through challenges and kind of chaos, really, what's worse as well is if you feel like you're the only one doing it too. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're the only person and that nobody else gets it. Because you might have, and I know I've spoken to women who their friends aren't going through this yet, so they haven't got a clue what it's like. They can't, and it's fair enough. You can't understand what it's like, and so it can be really isolating. Um, and so, yeah, my approach when I'm coaching women is I take a holistic well-being approach. And so I use mindset work, simple daily practices that feel nourishing and not overwhelming. Because again, there's a lot going on and you're getting a lot of information on a lot of different things. And so I try to keep it really simple and without overwhelm, because we're already busy and like I say, we've got a lot going on. And what you don't need is another list of 20 other things you should be doing every day, because that just blows your mind as well. And so kind of that's what I'm about, and that's how I support women. How I got into this was really through my own mental health journey. I guess years ago I had a breakdown. I call it now my breakthrough. I've completely shifted how I viewed it. At the time it was obviously devastating and it was crippling. And I had anxiety that, well, I didn't leave the house for 6 months. I had depression, and I was prescribed antibiotics, antidepressants, and they helped to a degree, but they didn't do it all for me, and I needed to find my own way. And it took me a long time because I didn't have a clue where to go. I didn't know where to start. And so it took me a long time to research and learn, reading books to find out, like, how do I leave the house? There isn't a book called that. Well, there wasn't. And so it's trying to find pieces of useful information. And I realized then about the connection between like your gut health and your mental health and your hormone health. And so, like I say, it took me a long time to kind of feel that I would confidently say, I think I can manage this now. I'm at a point where it's not stopping me anymore. But then it hit again, which I realized now was when I was perimenopausal. And I didn't realize that that was the case. I just thought, oh my God, like I've gone back. Like I thought I was doing really well. And so I felt like I took a step back, and I guess my gut reaction was to start beating myself up again and just go, oh my God, you must be really rubbish. And because you're back to where I wasn't quite back to where I started, but I was struggling again. And again, thinking, right, okay, what do I do? And I did go back on the antidepressants just for a little while. And then I thought, no, no, go back to what I learned. And that's when I realized the mental impact of the menopause. It's like, oh, and again, it's that awareness, isn't it? Which I know is what you're all about, Joe. It's like, oh, well, that makes sense then.
You don't know until you know, do
You,
you?
you don't know. And nobody was telling me this. I mean, I was going to the doctor saying, do you think I'm like menopausal? And they were doing blood tests, which I know now aren't, you know, they're not great for indicators. And they were just like, no, not really. No, or borderline. It was like, okay, it's not that then. Must just be me then. I must be just, one of those people. And so I just thought, well, okay, I was already told years ago I couldn't take HRT. So I thought, crikey, if I am menopausal, I just need to find a way. And so I kind of went back to the things that I'd learnt back in the day. And they helped me massively. And it's kind of like, right, go back to what I know. Go back
Mm.
to the things that helped me. So my daily routine, because they slip, don't they, over time? You kind of think, oh, I'm all right now, I don't need to do those things. And of course it's a gradual decline. And then menopause was piled on top of that. And so it's like, just start again then.
And then understanding why you slipped back
Yes,
mentally would help you, wouldn't it? Because you're like,
absolutely.
why am I back here? Why am I back here? And then knowing it's like, oh, okay, there's a reason why. So that puts your mind at rest because you know you're not going doolally and then start again with all the things that you learnt.
Absolutely. And I think we're all like that. We all need to reset sometimes because, with the best intentions, and here I am, and I coach these things, and this is what I tell people. And sometimes little habits slip, and I'm aware now. I kind of check in with myself and think, oh, actually, I feel like things are dipping a little bit, or I'm feeling a little bit more like that, or a little bit like this. And then my first thing I do is like, right, what am I doing every day?
But what are you not doing?
Or what am I not doing? Exactly that. So, oh yeah, I haven't been, I didn't go out for my walk every morning for a week. Okay, let's start doing that then. Or my food choices haven't been brilliant this week. Okay, let's get back on track with that. Or my sleep, or my whatever it is, or my journaling, my gratitude. Do you know what I mean? All the things, and you think, oh yeah, I've kind of let that go a little bit, and you think, well, that's okay, because I'll just bring it back in again. And there you go. It kind of brings it all back.
Awareness. The
It
awareness.
is. It's all about awareness, and this is again what I teach and what I coach. It's understanding your body because we're all different too. So we experience things differently. Somebody else's anxiety and how that presents for them could be different to how I experience it. The things that I struggle with might not be the same for somebody else, and that's okay because as long as you know when that is, and if there's a pattern to it, then you can find the tools to manage it. And again, this is what I help women with. I actually give them the tools because it's all very well reading the books and providing the information, but it's like something that you can actually go away with and go, right. I call it like the tracks to run on. So
Yeah.
I know the steps now. This is what I need to follow. And again, not a huge list that's going to take hours out of your day, but just little tweaks. And that's all it is.
Yeah. And like you say, they'll find which tweaks they need to make because not
Absolutely.
everyone needs the same tweaks.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's trial and error, and it's having the confidence to think, again, I've coached women who've said, well, that doesn't work for me. And it's like, no problem. So let's have a think about why not? And what do you think would then? Let's try that.
Yeah.
Until you find the bits, you think, oh, actually, I feel really settled now. I feel really calm now. I've got a great sleep routine or whatever it is. Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
That's your structure then. Um, but it's powerful. It's easy though, in as much as it is only little things. And I
It's
think,
simple, but not always easy to implement without help.
no, but that's the thing. It's having somebody to guide. When I say easy, it's not easy. But when you've got somebody to guide you, which again, why this community and having all these experts and things available is just phenomenal. Because I wish I'd had that.
Yeah, me too.
You
Me
know,
too,
yeah.
crikey.
I mean, I didn't have a clue. Like even with my anxiety and depression, I was offered group coaching, which I just didn't want to do. Go and sit in a room with some strangers and talk about your problems. I was like, I
Yeah, well,
can't
that
leave
gives
the
you
house.
anxiety just the thought of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't even go to the shop. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Then it was like, well, what do I do then? And so being able to, if like I say, oh God, the books I read and the the videos I watched and everything I was trying to do, if I just needed, and this is why I do what I do, if somebody could have just said to me, right, okay, first of all, let's get you relaxing.
Mm.
Let's get you calming yourself down, because I was having panic attacks all the time. I was just so wound up and tense all the time. And then let's look at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and just somebody to guide me through. But I had to patch it all together. And yeah, so it's just having these communities is just amazing. And when I when I'm coaching my ladies, I say to them, treat this a bit like a buffet though, because like I say, I can be saying something to you, you just think, actually, that doesn't feel right for me. That's fine then. Find the
I'm
bits that work for you.
just reading, sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments, and Lucy was like, I'm in deep luteal phase and made myself go for a walk last night. See, because so Lucy knows what she needs to do.
Amazing. That's it.
See?
Yeah, fantastic. And I think that's the thing as well. We feel, and certainly I felt when I was going through perimenopause, although I didn't know it was that things were happening to me that I had no control over. And when I took a moment and thought, because I didn't know it was menopause, that actually, no, I can get on top of this, and then trusting myself enough to think, I do know what I need if I just listen to it, because I think it's very easy as well. We know we need to sleep more, we know we need to rest, we know we need to do these things, but then we convince ourselves we don't have time, or, oh my God, no, I've got a family to look after and I can't be doing these things, and oh my God. But actually trusting that it's important to do these things. First of
Yeah.
all, it's not selfish. It's all about, filling your own cup first. I mean, it's a thing. It's so true. You can't be there for other people if you're not there for yourself first. And then understanding what feels good for you, and just sitting for, and I do that in my office sometimes. I'll sit, I just think, oh, I just don't feel right today. And I'll just sit and I'll think, what do I need? And it'll just come. It might be like a picture of a field. I think I need to be out where I've got a favourite tree, don't judge me, but I have down the road and I love it. And I think
On your
I need to go and sit by my tree. Or even Stuart said to me yesterday something like, do you need to be near water? Because sometimes I do.
Mm.
I just think, oh yeah, I need to be near water. And so I'll go down to the beach, or I'll go to where there's a lake or whatever. Or actually, no, I just need to sit curled up with a book.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need today.
You're so in tune with what you need is just amazing. And like you say, I think when women think, well, I haven't got time to do that. What's my family going to think if I say to them, I need to go off and sit on the beach for half an hour, but when they understand, which they will eventually, they'll realize that, okay, mum needs to do that, because when she does that, we get more of her.
Exactly. Yeah, everything is better
Yes.
because you're more rested then, so you're not reactive as much, and you're not reacting to stresses as much, so perhaps a little bit more patient than you might have been, or you feel like doing more things. And again, it's like I talk about time a lot with my ladies, and it's kind of one of the exercises I do is have a look at your morning routine. Like, how do you feel as you start your day? And then like break it down. So from opening your eyes, what's the first thing you do? How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel? Because I used to be terrible for reaching for that.
I
And
think,
before I'd even got out of bed, I was like, oh God. You think, right, okay, so I'm telling myself I don't have time for like the good stuff, but I've just spent 20 minutes on that,
yeah,
which didn't do me
scrolling.
very well at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, maybe you could swap that, or even like when I go for a walk now, I sent an email out I've got a newsletter, and it was about habit stacking. And so like I call it my daily positive habits as well. So I like to listen to podcasts that motivate me and inspire me, like business ones, but also personal growth ones. And so I listen to them at the gym now. So I'm doing my exercise, but I'm listening to something, or if I go for a walk, or even if I'm cleaning the house, that's when I put my earphones in. So I'm not taking extra time to do these things. I'm putting them together.
Yeah, brilliant.
Um, yeah. And so, yeah, it's just, and again, that there's such a wealth of knowledge in this community for all different aspects. It's just incredible. And of course, we all have a slightly different take, which again is really powerful.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah, we're all wellness coaches, but all from like slightly different angle.
yeah,
So the benefit of this is why I'm so excited about what I'm working on, because
It's amazing.
though everyone gets free advice in this group, what I'm working on is going to help ladies get closer to all you experts and figure out which ones they need more of. And yeah, I won't say any more because
But
still
yeah,
want
no, it's brilliant. And that's the thing, it's about being aligned with what feels good for you.
yeah,
And there will be people who you'll lean towards more, and that's fine. And again, that's the beauty of having all of these experts here, is because there will be some you just go, actually, I really like how they speak, or I like how they are. There you go, brilliant. But then it's trusting yourself that actually you're in this community for a reason, and then just take on board the advice and the awareness, and just trust your body knows what to do. You've just got
yeah,
to listen to it and be
yeah,
guided by it. And if you're not sure, then you've got a wealth of knowledge and experience here.
absolutely.
So yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you for giving up your time on September the 1st.
I know.
It
September
is
already.
looming. Oh, not looming, it's here.
Yeah. Oh, I love September. It's a real transitional month as well. It's like, again, this is another thing, kids are going back to school, perhaps starting school, and maybe women going for, starting work again because they've got more hours. So it's a real transitional month. So this self-care and this, you know, being aware of how you're feeling about things is so key, just especially in September, I think. I love this month.
You see, what's she saying now? Oh, Sarah, I love being by the sea. I wish I could live by the sea. I've just moved by the sea, Sarah. It is amazing. I'm really loving it. Getting out by the sea every day. I don't particularly like going in the sea.
No, just
So,
near
yeah,
it.
steer it. And I don't like the sand either. Like getting in all your toes. I've got to work on that. I really want to join. There's a group here of ladies I've seen on Facebook that go sea swimming every morning,
Yeah,
year round.
swimming.
That's on my goal list to join
Yeah,
that and combat my fear of cold water,
yeah.
salty water, and sand between my toes.
Oh, it's so good for you. That whole grounding.
I know it's good for me.
Yeah.
A stomach chicken. But no, you hear it. I've heard it. I've said it out loud now. It's
Yeah, that's it.
good.
You're in. But
Awesome.
even if you can't get to a beach, I mean, it may sound a bit thing, but there's YouTube videos of waves. You could just find yourself somewhere quiet and just put a YouTube video on and just close your eyes and just imagine a beach and just let the sound of the waves. I've got goosebumps actually. I love that. I listen to meditation sometimes on a night time, and it is just waves, because there's just something to me about the sound of waves crashing.
Yeah,
Just And also I visualize, like, if I've got like negative thoughts or I've got anxious thoughts, of like putting them down on the sand and then watching the waves come in, pick them up, and they take them away.
nice.
It's just a real
On
gentle.
that note, Anne-Marie, what's your top 3 tips for women who watch this?
Oh, crikey. What, with anxiety, do you mean?
Yes.
Put me on the spot here.
So,
My top 3 tips is, first of all, to be aware of when you're feeling anxious and what that sounds like to you, or what that feels like to you. So when are you? Is there something in particular that's triggering it? It may be a pattern. It could be through your cycle, because obviously hormone related anxiety is a thing because of the fluctuations of your hormones. And so journal about that when you're feeling anxious, and what is it? What are the thoughts and feelings that come into your mind at that time? So that's hint number 2, I guess. So the first one is, when do you? The second one is, what comes up? So, like, for me, back in the day, I was anxious about leaving the house, but I worked out why that was. And so I knew when I was feeling like that. When I started to feel anxious was because I was thinking of going out. It's like, okay, so what is it about going out then that's making me feel like this? I worked that out. And then it was, how do I change that though? How do I reframe that in my mind? Because all anxiety is your body keeping you safe. I mean, we talk about anxiety as if like it's a really bad thing, but actually we need anxiety because it's your body keeping you safe, and your brain is designed to do that. And so it's kind of, you need to find ways then of thinking, right, okay, thank you for trying to keep me safe, but actually I'm okay because this is what I'm going to do. And so just look at ways of rewiring that in your mind and saying, do you know what, it's okay because there's nothing to be feared by going to the shop. I'm just going to the shop. And if you can remember to practice that in particular, you will calm your body down, and use breathing techniques as well, just to help to kind of, because your brain will just go,
Mm.
there's a million things that could go wrong. It's like, yeah, but will they though?
Yeah.
Will they?
Question it.
I'm okay, and challenge it then, because it's not just because your brain's thinking it and telling you it doesn't make it's true.
Yeah.
It's just trying to keep you safe.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Well, enjoy
Yeah,
the rest of your day, and thank you for
thank
giving
you.
time for me this morning.
You're
Well,
very welcome.
not for me, for my ladies.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Take care, Joe. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, darling. Lots of
Take
love.
care. Yeah, bye bye.